Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to GeekGasm. Man, I'm here again. Once again, I really want to be at home. I am at home, but I really want to be on the sofa, like watching horrible things on Netflix that I.
Hey, I'm at home and on the sofa, and my TV is on. I'm not watching it, but it's on.
Yeah, I would. That sounds delicious. That sounds like mentally delicious. Like, oh, it's great. We of course it's Wednesday night at 9:00, so it's time for your GeekGasm. Sounds nasty, but I'm gonna roll the intro. We're gonna get back. We're gonna come back and we're gonna introduce ourselves as well as this really robust panel we have. Got a lot of guests. Any more coming? One more is coming. Jesus, wow, that's a lot of people. Let me roll the intro and we'll be right back. Here we go. Yay! Hello, everybody. I am Varian Grant. I am the co-founder of Last Call Comics, co-publisher, founder of Indie Vault Media LLC. I've been making comics in some capacity, whether it be drawing or writing or publishing since 2008. I'm a comic book artist, writer, publisher, sensitivity reader, which is my most prized title. I'm surprised it's not there on my long list of names. But yeah, I do all that good stuff. And also a reluctant taxpayer. That is I, Varian Grant. And this is GeekGasm. Of course, I'm here with Lola. This is her show, actually. The Indie Princess.
It is my show. Hey guys, it's me, Lola, your Indie Princess. I am the host of GeekGasm, and I am the co-owner of Last Call Comics with Lord Varian. And I have
Lord
Katrina
Varian.
with us too. Yeah, Lord Varian.
I love it.
Reverend Lord Varian Grant the Proud, apparently. Hi, guys. Yeah, I'm Katrina. I am an author and an editor. And yeah, that's me. I'm here again. Woo! Somebody's having some fun somewhere. I don't know what's going on.
Somebody's got somebody like doing karate in their house or like breaking in or something. I don't.
Somebody might want to look into that.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you need us to call 911 for you? We got this.
Just hold up a sign. We'll take care of it for you. All right, Steph, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm back. I know I've been like sporadically here the last month or two, but I'm here tonight. I'm a writer, editor, podcaster, dog mom, which is the most important role I have in my life. It's my fur baby. I'm a co-host of this amazing show, and I'm glad to be here tonight with you guys.
Johnny, you want to go next?
Turn. I'm Johnny Segura. I'm an indie comic creator. I've been doing comics for over 10 years. I hail from Louisiana. It's a fucking toilet. Don't ever go there. My latest book, The Fencer, is on Kickstarter right now. It's got 5 days left. Y'all should totally check it out. It's a badass action comic. And yeah, that's me.
Man, I bet nobody thought they'd tune in for travel tips.
I try to warn everybody who can.
Well, you know, those of us here from Michigan, we have a lot that we could say about it, but I try to. It's not too bad, but it
just depends where you're at.
It's all right. I say it with an upward inflection because I'm not really sure how I feel about that statement.
Speaking of not sure, here's Omar in his U of M gear. Omar, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, thanks for having me on. Yeah, so I'm actually from Northern California. I'm just a huge U of M fan. So if you want to talk geography, we can talk Northern California all day long. But it's good to be on the show. I appreciate it. I make comics. I'm a writer-creator. I have a website, theforcemedia.com, where I sell my stuff from and do all the updates and all the social media links. And I also have a live Kickstarter going on right now. It's called the Mañana Anthology. It's 25 stories told from the future. And it's about 50,000 now and about halfway through the campaign. So hopefully we can break that 6-figure mark.
Awesome.
It's amazing. Is it my
Yeah,
turn?
thanks.
It's your turn, Chad.
Go
Okay.
for it, Chad.
I'm Chad Nuss. I'm the creator, artist, and writer for The Silence, which is a science fiction comic book series. And I have one issue published, and probably in the spring I'll have the second issue coming out. So other than that, I'm a husband and a father, and just love comics and excited to be on the show.
Hey.
Nice. I'm Brian Rodman. I'm the indie creator of the horror fantasy comic book series Memoirs of an Angel that is currently on Kickstarter right now for the next 14 days. So, yeah, check us out.
And you have a glorious beard. Can we?
Oh,
It
we-
is.
yes, thank you.
Can we
It is rather
discuss,
fabulous.
Like, I mean, this is the first time like I've seen you not on Facebook.
Right,
Like
right.
actually seeing you in motion, like moving around.
He's real. He does exist.
Right. And that beard is even more epic than I once thought.
Yeah,
So-
I'm like before this pandemic is over, I'm gonna like be able to scream "You shall not pass" and command a demon on a stone bridge. That's my goal for sure.
you gotta have goals in life. And that's a
Indeed,
good
yeah,
one.
right.
I love it.
We were actually talking about his beard right before the show.
We were, yes. I told him it's where I keep 90% of my testosterone. That's where it lands usually.
I
But
kind
if you
of
cut it off, yeah, I
I
might
say
as
it's a
well
little,
just
it's
go
a
back
little
to bed.
Samson-like, but all here.
Indeed, yeah, just right here.
Hey, Glenn, thanks for listening tonight.
I also wanted to mention that I am also a U of M fan because, well, I graduated from there.
Yeah,
So, you know,
go blue.
me and Omar, we're on the same team here.
Yeah. I would also say I like to.
Sorry.
I like to. I mean, I gotta go with them. Sorry, Kat. I'm a Wolverine guy. But listen. I can be found cheering for the Spartans if they're going against Ohio State.
I don't care what team's going against Ohio State. You better be cheering for them.
Yeah.
Right?
Beat them. Hello, Sarah. Hello. Let me see here.
Hey, David. David says we're all watching.
Okay, no. So here's the thing, you guys. I do a show at 7:00 called Drunken Confessions. So we did that. And afterwards we were talking and I said, okay, guys, I got to go. I'm going on another show. So everybody is in that group chat watching our show and probably making rude jokes about me. But that's okay. They're just jealous because I'm popular and they're not.
Well, that happens. Speaking of popular, I do have two questions from you. This came from Indie Vote Radio, which I want to talk about the Indie Vote Radio numbers right now, guys. We are sitting at 37,800 listening on Indie Vote Radio.
Nice.
Thank you, guys.
They are listening through Alexa and the URL and, of course, the app. So I want to thank those people for bringing up my bandwidth. I appreciate it. We did have one question. Go Blue, says Glenn Ford.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Sorry, Kat.
Love it, Glenn Ford.
Love you.
That's right, Glenn. Hey, Evan.
Hello. They aren't rude jokes that you're aware of.
Yeah. If it's the group of people that was on when I was on earlier, yeah, they're rude.
Well, don't worry, Steph, because we've got some rude comments from Indie Vote Radio.
I love those.
Yeah. So
Those are my favorite.
Yeah. There's usually questions about people doing stuff. It's okay that you probably didn't get it. Good evening, by the way. Good evening, Mike.
Good evening, Mike.
And speaking of rude, coming in here late. Device is not connected. Hold on. Device is not connected. See, his devices aren't connected. He's not, once again, just not performing. 1 in 5. 1 in 5 guys have equipment that does not perform. And it's happening right now. It's happening right now. No surprise. The equipment belongs to Mr. Travis.
No judgment. Just take a deep breath and keep trying.
I can do this. I can't do this. Yeah, it's I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Apparently this is the week that people are rising from the dead.
They are.
In case you're worried about zombies,
Mhm.
y'all, they're real, and this is the week where they're coming back. So
the Birdman returns. I gotta tell you guys. I was shocked. There was a creator, a bit of industry gossip. There was a comic. Is he a comic creator? Is he a comic?
He was
Okay.
when I associated with him
Mhm.
a long time ago.
I don't know because I have no idea who we're talking about.
Well, the gentleman, he was dead. Like 4 months ago, he was dead, and I actually thought,
Like legit dead. Like that's what everybody thought.
Yes.
Oh.
yeah. I mean, but now people were saying it's bullshit in the chat. But I was like, hey, if he's dead, he's dead. I'm gonna lay off the guy. And then, like Lazarus, I checked the comic store, and I opened the long box, and the long box was empty. Behold, he was awake and alive and walking around. And I said, "Holy crap! This person is alive, and I can't believe it." And guys, is there a way to come back from that? Like once you say, "Hey, I'm dead,"
Yeah.
So like fake your own death and then like try to come back.
I
think I'd have some trust issues.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think I'd be like, and hey, Dorfies.
Dorfies in the chat. So one of the questions from Indievolt Radio, guys, though, and this is for all of you guys. Okay.
Sorry, pay no attention to me moving backward. I kept trying to think if there was something like hair across my face on this side. Then I just realized it was the logo up in the corner.
Oh.
It's just it's snaking in. Like
I was like, what is that?
I'll leave that shit alone, Katrina. Whatever you smoking for the show, you need to.
I need to be sharing it with the rest of the group.
Yeah. From Indievolt Radio, a question came in. So check this out, and you guys, I'm gonna watch everyone's faces. I want all the viewers watching on YouTube to watch faces as I ask this question. We got a question from Michael. Michael said, "Hey guys, I got an artist that wants to draw my comic. The only problem is the artist. He's in deep to the artist. It's a 60-page graphic novel he is doing, and he wants to crowdfund it. But the artist who was doing his book, wants a shot at his girlfriend. But here's the problem. Wait, hold on, you're already judging. Stop it. It is the artist's ex-girlfriend. So the girl she's dating the writer of the comic, but the artist is her ex-boyfriend, and the artist says, "Hey, you give me a crack at that, I'll draw all these 60 pages, for free." Is that a deal? Yeah.
So it's like that could change things.
Yeah, free. Wait a minute.
I mean, as long as it's consensual, who gives a shit?
I mean, I guess my question would be, how does she feel about it? Like as being like offered up on a platter, like how does she feel about that? Like that, like it's even because personally, I'd be like, I hope you talk to me about this first before you're like, oh yeah, hey, here you go, here she is.
Yeah, that seems like that'd be a big part of it.
I mean, she clearly wasn't that great because she's an ex-girlfriend. So, I mean, she's clearly at least worth less than she was before.
Or maybe he sucked, and that's why they broke up.
Yeah, but from his perspective, she is at least lesser because he's allowed the separation to happen.
But is that weird? Is that weird that someone is
Who's building a house behind us?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, let's see. That was Steph's dog, right?
Yeah, that was my dog.
Yeah.
Maybe the dog's building a house. Is that that's awesome?
Your dog building a house.
My dogs are very smart, but they don't have opposable thumbs, so I don't see that being a thing.
Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. So, no, it's not. Is it? It might be Omar. Omar, are you at a?
Omar, are you like at a restaurant or something?
No, just in my house. We don't have any dogs with opposable thumbs. We're good.
Is your house a restaurant by chance?
which would be amazing.
No.
By the
It
way.
would be.
No, it's not.
Is your ex-girlfriend
So
really
you're
that
saying
much
when you-
questionable?
If Omar,
So you're
Omar's
saying when you mute
house-
my mic, you don't get any more background noise?
Oh no, I didn't. I was trying to see if it was, but I haven't
Is it
heard it.
saying?
Yeah, I'm not hearing it now. Maybe it was a phantom
Yeah, I
mic.
don't hear it.
somewhere. I don't hear.
I don't
any
know, but if
clamming.
Omar's house is a restaurant, I also hope he like rents it out as an Airbnb.
I hope it's a nice restaurant.
Because like I need a vacation.
I was
you
gonna
know.
say, Ken,
Making
you wanna
that
take a
cash.
little vacay?
Can you imagine that? You walk in your restaurant, chef, if you walk in your house, chef Ramsay sits at the kitchen table. This is fucking disgusting.
You know what? If this was an Airbnb, I could rent it out to the homie with the comic book issue, and accommodate a little interlude for the weekend.
Oh my god, there are so many like levels of screwed up with that whole thing. I'm sorry, regardless of relationship issues, and I mean, people if that's how if they work it out, that's fine. But I personally think it is very bizarre and a really screwed up ask on the guy's part.
I think the artist there's got some pretty big balls to even bring that to the table.
Well,
Absolutely.
We're known to ask some weird shit though, as artists. I mean, me and Johnny probably have asked him, "Listen, girl, I'll draw you, but gonna need some pictures." And
Just a quick question, Varian.
Yeah.
Was it n.gibson at something or at Green Tempest something?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Nick. It wasn't. That would have been great.
Was it our friend Anon?
Yeah, it would have been Nick. I would have. If it would have been Nick, I'd have brought it up. Like, it's Nick. He's a pervert. But I didn't. But this situation, though it is sad, I will say that it is. I feel bad for the young lady. Imagine.
That's what I was gonna say.
She has to go to a Comic-Con where her boyfriend has wrote this comic that her ex has drawn, and I mean that's gonna be a weird like triangle to be involved in.
Yeah, I think the guy that made the request, or the boyfriend that he's having it drawn for, if he doesn't defend her, then he's not worth it.
Yeah.
And if she can be run over by drawing a comic book, I don't even know if she's really worth it, to be honest with you. I mean, that sounds so bizarre to me. Like, I can just get some girl to go out with me because I drew some comic book for some other guy. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. But I think it's on the guy.
She's bouncing through the industry.
Defend her, and just be like, no, you're not drawing my comic book for my girlfriend. That's ridiculous.
Could you imagine that too? Like, I wonder what an inker would want to do to you, sweetheart. Let me see if I can get a good inker. That's really messed up.
Well, no, I mean it's terrible, but I'm honestly sitting here thinking about like page rate conversions.
You're doing the math. Okay,
so like how many hours with her, is a 60-page comic, and
Kat just turned herself into a pimp. She's trying to figure out the conversion.
Cat.
Straight pimping.
Cat, this is Craigslist rules. Okay, you might pay for that full hour, but once the date is over, it's over, and that's it. I mean, a page, 2 pages per situation. Yeah. Braxton says it's the Rev rocking a raccoon hat. I am. It's a raccoon hat for all these cool pins over it. Doesn't sound like any of them are worth it. It doesn't. I want to read the comic though. I want to read the comic Made from Sin.
I don't, because again, I think I've had too much sugar because my brain's jumping everywhere. But this reminds me of the discussion we had the one night about mixing, semen into your ink.
Oh,
I now do not like this whole thing. I don't want to touch the book because who knows where else they went with it.
That was a guy who he was trying to find a printer. He wanted to put his seed in the ink. That was different. But yeah, I mean it's nasty, but it's different. I do know that Omar has to get out here pretty quick, so I want to talk to Omar about his book real quick.
All right.
Omar, you got some screens.
Yeah, man. Which one? Yeah, man. Let's start with the Kickstarter. Let me see if I can figure this out. Here, share screen. Yeah.
Omar's jumping ahead of everybody like, I gotta get out of here.
What's a Kickstarter?
Oh my God. I was actually I was getting my hair cut and I actually had to explain to the woman cutting my hair what the Kickstarter was.
Let me see here.
I forget not everybody I talk to knows.
Right.
Yeah, we're so used to being immersed in all this stuff all the time that we talk about things to normies like they're gonna get it, and they just don't. And it's it's our job to inform them and maybe bring some more people into the comic world. Make
when
fans.
you click screen share, Omar, it should come up. I should see a screen. It'll have a couple different tabs.
Oh no,
screen,
Glenn.
application,
Glenn.
Chrome tab.
Oh, Glenn.
Glenn, that was a good one. That's a good one.
I was
There
just
it
in a
goes.
writers group, a local writers group that we have. It's a mastermind class, and one of the guys is like, "So when you just make a Kickstarter, you could just take that thousands and do whatever you want." I was like, "It's not that easy of a conversion, just so you know."
That's not quite how that works.
Yeah. So let's take a look at this. This is Manana. Sorry.
Manana.
Tell us about it.
All right, so it's 50 Latina creators from all over the that combined and made 25 short stories. And it's really exciting because this has just taken off. Like day one, we did a massive day. It was like over $10,000, and it's just been picking up steam ever since. So, the theme is it's the 25th century. So what happens in the year 2492, 1,000 years after Columbus sailed the ocean blue? What is was all of 1,000 years after Columbus came and discovered America. So that's basically the theme of it. I have a short story in it. It's a 12-pager. It's all basically science fiction and like an old school Marvel what if you will, to see what's going on in the future. And it's got some great creators behind it. And really proud of it, man. I hope this thing breaks 100,000.
Well, you got 16 days left to go. That's very possible.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I think you might make it.
Yeah, 50.
I think so too.
Can a brother get a loan?
I know, right? Hey, man, I could use like a cheeseburger at least or something. Are you buying Taco Bell for all of us?
Listen, Omar, I don't know how this works, but
grilled cheese burritos all around.
I'm just learning about this.
Taco Bell is offensive.
I'm just learning about this lifestyle, but I got some booth girls, Omar. I'm just learning about this life I didn't know.
Ooh, wow, 270 plus pages.
Yeah.
Wow.
Could you scroll down a little bit?
Book. Yeah.
Omar, could you scroll down the page?
Book. Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I've got another tab and I'm like scrolling, going, ooh, reward tiers.
I like that art style too. It's very look at that.
So in the future, is there only Latinos? Just curious how long I got.
So
oh my, that was the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
We better off actually.
The interior pages are all black and white.
Why is the computer trying to blur it out? Omar, do you have pornography?
I was gonna say, is there live nude girls or something on there?
Oh, Varian, they have a pen.
Do they have a pen?
No,
they have a pen.
Let's see. Kat, you try sharing. Let me see what happens.
Okay. I have no idea how to do this, but sure, we'll try.
You got this, Kat.
Oh, what has happened? I just flipped back to our screen. I'm like, oh, what has happened? Okay, so screen sharing. Screen sharing works best on a good computer. Thank you for that information.
Did it really say that?
So did you just get told that your computer sucks or something?
I'm not sure what.
Rude.
I'm not sure what that means, but okay. Oh, okay. Wow, this is giving me a lot of information before letting me actually do anything. Okay. Chrome tab. There we go.
Yes, that's the one you want. Chrome tab.
I'm figuring this out, guys. No, that's not. Why are my Chrome tabs not in order?
I can't take it. All right.
He's like, I can't wait for you.
I can't take it. I tried. We're gonna walk Kat through that off air. We're gonna walk Kat through it. Like I'll make her do it like in 5 seconds flat.
Okay, well I found it now. It's just that apparently, but I was expecting the Chrome tabs to be in the order like that my Chrome tabs are, and they just weren't.
So there it is.
Anyway,
we got it here. 53,000 again. 16 days left to go. There's a couple different options. Let me see here. Let me scroll through these tiers. There's a digital tier. The book tier is $30. Now you get the physical book, the digital, and the wallpaper. all for $30. And for our radio listeners, I always tell you guys, this will ship anywhere in the world. So they are doing worldwide shipping.
Wow.
Which is important for some of you guys. I know that we've had some issues with that in the past when we have people on. Sometimes they don't
What
ship.
I like that it doesn't say physical, that doesn't say digital wallpaper. So I assume it's physical wallpaper, and I'm really excited.
Ooh.
Right.
Oh yeah,
You get a roll of it. It comes to your house. You have to
Yes.
put it up with the roller and
with glue. Yes,
Yeah, he's running. Omar's
absolutely.
running over there right now to change that immediately.
Physical glue. Well,
somebody's gonna be over there like, and I heard there were pins. There are pins in there.
Yeah.
And that
I heard
was it.
something about pins, maybe.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff. Custom art, pins. Yep.
Put a nice diagram of the budget there. That's always nice to see. So you kind of know where all the money's going. Look at that big chunk of creator pay. That's all. Now, what you don't know, if you look at my pie chart, that's all me. That blue part, that's all. That's all my area.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What is?
Now,
What does that
50
mean?
people got to get paid
Creator
out of
pay?
there.
Creator pay.
What is that?
What is this foreign concept?
Oh,
People
you
get
guys are getting
paid?
paid?
What the hell?
I just Googled it, and it's behind a paywall. Do I pay to get it? Like, I don't know.
I'll let you know, Stephanie. I had to take a couple shots in the mouth before I found out that I could get paid for this job. So
You know what? We'll talk about that later, Varian.
it was very. Some people are very salty. I'm so perverted. But I can be perverted on this show. This is awesome. Molly Crabapple is on here. I know Molly Crabapple. I don't know her, but I have seen her work before, and she did a documentary on comics. And I was all ears. I was struggling very hard. I was. There it is. An enamel pen. I like that pen.
Yep.
I like that pen. That is nice.
That is the $60
You
reward
can put it on your. You can put it on your raccoon.
I could. That's where they all go, and they poke me in the forehead sometimes. But
Get right on there, man.
It wakes me up and reminds me that I'm alive. Guys, you need to get over there to this campaign. This is on Kickstarter. It is. Say it, because I'm gonna kill it because I have a fat, lazy American tone.
Mañana.
Mañana.
Mañana is Spanish for tomorrow.
Hey,
I know. Yeah.
Mañana.
See,
Braxton
Yes.
backed it.
Thanks, Braxton. That's
Thank
awesome.
you, Braxton.
Braxton, you rock.
And again,
So does that
appreciate you.
I'm just saying.
Hi, Tom.
270 plus pages, guys. This is a steal for 270 plus pages.
Yeah, for $30 for the book physical copy. That's insane.
Yeah, this is gonna be a book that you definitely want to get if you want to see some get a book that's nice and thick and you can read it and you can explore other cultures. I mean, if you're not Latino yourself, you can explore that culture. And you said over 100 different Latino creators.
50 different Latino creators, and this book is thick with 2 C's, my man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's gonna say there was
He gets it.
I wouldn't. Well, see, when I start thinking about thick, then I start doing with 2 C's, and it just gets like, yeah. I'm a pervert, guys.
He gets a little moist in certain areas.
Moist.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. So you can get over there, and this campaign has 16 days left. Pop over there. They are sending this book anywhere in the world. 16 days left. 1,180 backers. Pop over there. I'm gonna put the link in the video so people can on the description on YouTube, so you can pop over there and go.
Thank you, my man.
Download.
Appreciate that.
Yep. And also, we want to have you back when it closes. We want to see where you end up at.
Cool. I'll be glad to be back. Thanks for having me today.
No problem. Thanks, Omar, for coming on.
Cool.
Yay,
See you guys.
yay,
Go
Omar.
blue.
Hey,
Go blue. Yes.
Thanks.
Love it.
All right, guys. So now we are.
you're muted. There you go.
Well, a lot of people don't know. Again, like me and Lola are in the same room, so I'll mute her mic, turn mine on. I got all these commands here. Although I'm gonna buy this little thing. It's a switch Oh, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna glow and have these sexy lights, and I can't wait. Travis Gibb is here with us too. He didn't introduce himself. Travis, introduce yourself. Oh, what was that, Indie Princess?
Hi, I'm Travis. I'm not building a house. So if you hear those noises, it's not me. Though my mother-in-law is doing dishes right now, so there may be banging. I am a comic writer. I write mostly F words in a book called Broke Down Reported Bodies. However, recently I've been doing a book called Voodoo Nations that's doing pretty well on Kickstarter. We are almost at 4,000, not 40, with 205 backers. So we're doing pretty good. We got 9 days left. It's pretty exciting. That's me.
Mr. Voodoo Nations. You'll wait your turn, Mr. Voodoo Nations, because you came in last.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about something that I got in the mail this week.
What could that be?
Just told me it was my turn.
Lola got it in the mail, and I'm like, oh man. Yeah, it should be in my name. I'm the man, damn it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not the man around here.
We know.
It's okay.
Aeonian. But
yes!
I got a special hidden tier. Now, usually hidden tiers, from what I understand, come with you have to drive out of state and meet people in a hotel room, but I didn't do that. I got the special hotel. I got a special double issue. Look at this. Look. I got Aeonian 1 and 2 and 3, the new issue.
Ooh.
Yes.
I got stickers, and of course, I had to get the pin. Well, Lola had the pin.
Is that pin not gorgeous? Misty Bondi designed it, and it's amazing. I love it.
It is a cool pin. Am I putting this on the hat? Yeah. Okay, I didn't know. So it will go on the hat next tomorrow morning. It'll be on the hat. Breakfast Buzz.
Nice.
It'll be on the hat.
I made it to the hat, you guys. I can retire.
Yeah.
That's it. You're legit
You know
now.
what? Being a writer was really fun. I made it to the hat. I quit.
Yeah.
Go out on top, man.
Yeah,
Right. How can it get any better?
I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me put it up on the screen.
I like to look at the clock monster, so if you can bring that back.
Well, okay. I mean, I wish there was an actual clock monster.
You need to work on that.
Well, I could talk to Stan Yak, who is the artist on the series, and we could possibly work something out just for you, Travis.
Thank you.
Travis could get a hidden tier.
Well, he just will come on a post and be like, "Clock monster," and I feel like he deserves something for that. I aim
Thank
to
you. Please, a special issue. I'll help. I'll pay half the rate. You do half. And we'll meet in the middle.
Braxton says I'm working on my comic Pinewood, and we'll be doing a Kickstarter once I get close to the print. Just curious if there is anything I should know, pros and cons wise.
There is so much to know. There is so much to know.
Don't put it on Kickstarter. Whatever you do, put it on Indiegogo. There, I said it. Anyway,
wrong.
I'm an Indiegogo fan, but I back campaigns on both.
You can do both.
You can do both. Yeah. I mean, I have if you want some sorry, I'm not trying to talk over you.
No. You want to be by? That's your business. You can do both if you want.
You can. If you want more information on Kickstarters and pros and cons and how to's, one of my other shows that I do I do a podcast called Another Page Turner with Tom Hutchinson of Big Dog Inc. And we talk about Kickstarters a lot. So if you want some more information on that, dude, check that out because it's very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Why what?
Probably about the Indiegogo Kickstarter thing.
I just like Indiegogo because there's a couple things they allow. First of all, I guess from what from people I've talked to, they don't take as much as Kickstarter, but they also allow you to when people are pledging on your campaign on Indiegogo, they take the money right then from them. Mm-hmm. And you can actually borrow against that money, a small percentage of it, during your campaign if you need something. Like, so say you need to get the books printed, you can do that. I would not suggest doing what one gentleman did and start borrowing from it and then realizing, whoopsie, I don't have it to print the comic. Here's everyone's digital version. That sucks. But I think the first thing I ever backed on with Indiegogo, so I'm kind of I'm partial to it. It's like having a Nintendo or a Sony PlayStation. You know, I'm just partial to that platform. However, I have backed a lot of Indiegogo Kickstarter campaigns recently, especially Stephanie's is one of them. Stephanie brought me over there. You see what I came for? I came over. She tricked me.
Stephanie, don't
I
fall
tricked
for
you with the
Don't
horror goodness. I mean, it was a good trick, though, right?
It was. And then I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if you guys
And then we sucked him in with the not horror goodness.
There you go.
He was there for the Star Wars book. Don't trick him.
I did try to get Star Wars book. I'm getting that Batman book too. I don't know if you guys know this. She won't admit it, but I'm pretty sure that Stephanie also made a comic cover. I joked with her about this on Facebook, but I swear to God, that's Stephanie. Look at it. That's Stephanie. Have you ever seen Stephanie at a con, like when her hair was long and she's like pissed and it's like the end of the day and she wants to go home?
Okay. That's kind of accurate. When you put it in that perspective, that is me.
Yeah. Like everything is there. Look at it. Stephanie, you need to get your money. You might want to call these guys. Tell them, hey, look, I know where you got that image from. That's me.
Quit stalking me. Well, or you can keep doing it, but pay me money.
Yeah.
You know,
stalking me is okay as long as I'm getting paid for it.
Right.
Johnny, you've got a new book, The Fencer. Now, I know that you put you put the link in here to the Kickstarter campaign. Okay. I would love to show the book. Pages because you because I'm impressed. I was able to you sent Lola and I the book to take a look at. But I can't show it. I am going to show the Kickstarter.
Yeah, there's a lot of full frontal male and female nudity. So
I know what book this is.
Wow.
I don't know why that took me a second to connect that.
4 days to go. Left to go on The Fencer. It is out. It is ready to go. Our good friend Johnny is put together this book very quick too. By the way, Johnny's very fast at drawing. I don't understand how he's so quick. He just sits down and Johnny, you got to tell us everyone how it came to be that these two characters are nude.
Well, I was bored as hell at a convention in Corpus Christi, and I was just doodling just random characters, and I came up with the concept for the female one, and I posted on social media. And I had somebody on there going, you wouldn't draw a man like that. And I was like, bitch, you want to try me? So I did it with the dude. And, this was years ago. So I've just been having this, I've always had these characters in the back of my head. And then just over time, I've just been, just bullshitting story ideas. And I found one I like. So I just ran with it.
Now, The Fencer, I got a chance to take a look at it. I would call it a preview issue of the book, and I was not disappointed. I was expecting Johnny to do certain things. He did do, not the way I thought he was going to do it. It was actually woven into the story. I do think that this is. I think Johnny, out of your books, at first, Pipe Dream was one of my favorites. That from you, and I think that this one has overtook Pipe Dream. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine read it, and she was like, "It's like, wow, I really like the feminine aspect of it." I was like, I didn't realize I was, doing a feminism kind of thing. But I mean, it's just a strong, powerful woman. She's the main character. She don't take no shit.
Mm-hmm. And you're already funded. $500 was your goal. $1,648 is where you're at right now. 4 days left to go. This book is now Johnny, you usually print your books first, don't you? Like they're like printed or you're already set to print it.
As soon as the funds come in, I'll shoot it over to the printer and I'll have everything ready to go by then. Like I'll have all the tiers that have commissions, I'll have all the stickers and the bookmarks and all that shit in. And as soon as the books come in, I just got to sort them and shoot them out.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Played the video, but I can't remember if the video had
No, it's censored and there's no music. Yeah. Well, yes, there's music. You should mute it.
I've muted it. Yeah, but,
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I suck at making videos.
My videos are just me. Like I just do like, okay, this is my comic. You should probably buy it, right? So this is way better than anything I've made. Look at you. It's all fancy. There's like blood and
like things shooting out, and
like abs
fancy
and penises and stuff. Like you're the winner, man.
I do I will back this one. I have not backed it yet, but I will back this one because it's got 40. I want to see Johnny sweat a little bit, and then I'll back it. He's already funded, so like I like people to wait and like, oh man, come on, I'm $20 short, and I'm like, yeah. Sweat.
See, it's funny that you mentioned Indiegogo earlier because I launched the Fencer at the same time on both Indiegogo and Kickstarter, and for some odd reason, the Fencer did not show up at all. Or if you search for it, you couldn't find it. Mm-hmm. People who signed up for the email newsletter never got notifications that it went live. So yeah, I had it up for almost a week and had $0 on it. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to cancel the Indiegogo and just focus on the Kickstarter. Like for some odd reason, they throttled my fucking project.
Yeah, that's it. For me, that's one of my reasons why I don't go to Indiegogo. It's not that they don't have better options for creators. It's that because of the in-demand feature, their search algorithms are horrible. And they also don't store a lot of information about creators. So if Stephanie comes out with a new product, it literally lets me know because I backed one of her other projects. Mm-hmm. You know, it's already trying to build a base without me trying, which is good.
Right.
So yeah, the first one's rougher, but after that, it gets way easier. That's why I choose the two. But Indiegogo has some amazing features, man. If you're starting out great, you need some stuff. I mean, it's got some awesome features.
See, because I use Indiegogo for exactly. I use Indiegogo for Pipe Dreams, and that the in-demand thing was fucking great. Like I got a good chunk. I got a good chunk from that, but it's like, you know, I've been using Kickstarter for over 10 years, so like I have a huge following on Kickstarter. Well, huge is relative. I have a lot of followers.
27 at least. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Right.
And you know what? Those people are all fucking awesome.
Yes, they are.
I will fight that to the death. But yeah, so that's that story. But yeah, the book's fucking awesome. Like it's completely done. It's my first book in a very long time to have a kind of happy ending. All my other books are very depressing. This one is this one's fun, and there's a lot of boobies and wee-wees. So it's good times.
Well, when you put it like that, I mean,
how we need to start saying
why have we not all backed already?
We all need more boobies and wee-wees in our life. You know,
100% agree.
Like,
I could probably not have many wee-wees. But Lola gave me a perfect evolution of it. Lola told me last week that it starts out as a pee-pee or wee-wee, then it graduates to a dinky, then a penis, and then a dick. So imagine your penis like a Pokemon, and it's just evolving constantly until it becomes a dick.
So it'd be like with a mega evolution, be a cock.
Right.
Or if it gets too old, it becomes ED, and then it goes the other way.
No, yeah. Goes right back in its ball. Guys, you head over there and check out The Fencer by Johnny Segura, the Fencer on Kickstarter. You can find it FENCER. I will also put the link for that in the description of this video on YouTube. So pop over to our YouTube channel and check that out. Now we're going to move straight ahead to a question real quick. Lola's going to read it.
Yeah. So Tom T writes in, he says, is it bad to launch a campaign without having backed any previous ones? Will I suffer a lack of support?
Anybody? I'll start. I'm going to start. I don't think that it's bad, but I do think that expecting people to support you when you haven't supported is I mean, it's not skeevy, but I like myself, I just feel like it's maybe like help out like some other indies first and like see what's going on and then do it. I don't know. For me, it just seems like if you haven't backed any and you're not involved in the community, like you could possibly pull more people to back you if you've already backed other people.
Plus, it never hurts to back some projects and kind of get an expectation of what you're going to be facing with like turnaround times and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because one thing they definitely don't tell you is that at least for Kickstarter, it's a 2-week period between when your campaign's over and when you get your funds.
Right. And a lot of people don't know that. You're right. And then they're expecting just money, like to fall from the sky at the end of your Kickstarter.
Chad, like you're going to say something.
The only thing I would add is that if you don't support other creators, I think the other route to go is through social media and to build your audience before you launch it. I think some people just launch it and think, oh, this is going to be amazing and everyone's going to love it because this product that I have out there. But if you haven't already built your audience, then it's going to be very difficult to pull that off. And I think you'll have friends and family support you, but I think you need to. For me, my personal advice would be to spend a year and just be on social media, build an audience, get a good base going, and then launch it. If you're not going to support others, I think you should, because like you guys were saying, it's a community effort and we all want to support each other as well. So
there's, I will say this for Kickstarter specifically, there is a super backer groups. They're super backer groups, and they're in their bylaws. They will not back it if you have not backed stuff. Like that's a rule for them. The reason for them is they're wanting to build the Kickstarter community, not the comics community, like all of Kickstarter, theater, and all that. And they have in their bylaws encouraging them not to back you if you don't have them. So that's something to note as well. And I take that very seriously.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. When I go to a Kickstarter campaign, I always look, to see how many have you backed. And sometimes I go to see like what you've backed, because sometimes I'm looking for other cool stuff. But
I've backed some dumb shit in my day.
We've all done that.
Yeah, but the thing is, I will also say that sometimes the number backed is kind of an illusion, because you get credit for backing at $1.
That is
true. I'm giving away all the industry secrets.
I am hearing such crowdfunding snobbery. I am shocked. I tell you.
I know you're appalled at my behavior.
Just got a book today. Look, I got one. Clay Adams.
I've got some coming. I got some coming, but they may be sitting at the post office, because I don't get mail at my house.
Deadskins. That's illegal in this country.
This is the end evolution of the penis, as we talked about earlier.
Oh my.
Brian, did you want to weigh in on that, sir? Brian?
Oh, sorry, man. Some sound came in. I didn't hear all of that. So all I heard was, "Do you want to weigh in on that?" And I was like, "Uh-oh, who's he talking to?" The guy who hasn't said anything yet.
He's calling you out, Brian.
Address what exactly?
The whole thing about not backing people who've never backed.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think really what it comes down to, really it lands in what Chad and Stephanie both said, is it's a community. It's on Kickstarter, it's on social media. I mean, we're all in this together. We're all in this to support each other and to bring each other along for this ride. And if you're not a part of that, but you want other people to essentially give that to you, I think, there's one thing of like, you don't have the money to back stuff. That's understandable. That's fine. But for me, like when I started getting into indie comics in 2015, that's really when I started, creating and putting stuff, out there on social media. I stopped buying, mainstream stuff to focus all of my funds in pouring into people that I was meeting at Comic Cons, because we hang out, we meet each other, we get to know each other, and we're creating stuff, and we want to support each other. And so like, that's where all my money goes now, is Kickstarter stuff. Different Kickstarter campaigns. I don't know everybody that I back their projects, but but I want to support that. And I think that spirit is very, very important. So, I check that. No, it's not like a prerequisite, but I got to say, every person that I have backed has at least backed, 10 to 20 other projects as well.
Mm-hmm. I think that it's important. I mean, I look for it. I just seen a campaign the other day that people are, they put a campaign together, and this guy had like he'd backed like 30 something books, and he was getting a little upset. I could tell because he hadn't had the type of outpouring that he hoped he was going to get in support. He was a little upset about that. So, what was that person's name, Lola? What was the question? Tom, I would say never hurts to go throw some, courtesy dollars in some of these campaigns. Even if it's $1 or $2 just for the I can't afford the book, but I want to support you. Here's $3. Again, the dirty secret is that I think that might count as backing.
Have you stopped buying stuff for me?
What? No, I refuse. No, you're not gonna get my campaign, yo. You're not getting my campaign. Well, we talked about one guy last night on Indie Vote Live. He wrote in a letter. He was upset because he funded. His check came in. He was rubbing his palms together. Then he received a letter from friend of court saying, "Yeah."
Oh,
yeah, they snagged up his entire campaign funding.
Yeah, and he's still on the hook. Why did you see Brian's eyes? Brian's eyes got big.
That hurt me a little bit. I was like, oh god!
Don't throw up into your testosterone beard.
Yeah, no. Ooh.
Oh, it's happened before. It's nasty, man. That's a bad thing. That's a bad day. Yeah. You don't want that. That's
the guy was upset. He was like, "Is there anything I can do?" And I'm like,
"Yep, pay your child support on time.
Take out a loan and get that money. Like, try to, because or when you do launch a campaign, make sure you launch it with a buddy and put in the buddy's name who doesn't have that situation, so he can get his, you can get the money.
Like I said last night, I that is not a Kickstarter update I want to have to write.
I would write it for him, dear everyone. I screwed up.
I suck as a parent, and
I would
back it up and blame the kid. In 2008, I had sex with him.
Blame. It's all the ex's fault.
It usually is, believe it or not. I am a man in this country, and therefore I am getting railroaded, and that's what I would do. Why can't she make a comic, the bitch? Anyway, that's what I would write. That's right. That's how I feel, and it's not me. I don't have any.
Please send all hate mail to.
Yeah, they can send hate mail to kid.
Reverend Lord Varian Grant.
Mm-hmm. Keep on your emails. When you send those emails, you're talking to a reverend. Keep that in mind. I will not be privy to your swears, your fucking cuss words. So there.
Well, I mean, you'll never have to worry about that shit because you're tax free, right? You're a reverend.
That's right. This is a non-profit. What are you talking about? Chad, let's talk about your book. Now, I see a lot of original art behind you. And I was trying to spy what it was.
Yeah, those are all the pages from the first book. So,
oh, cool!
Awesome.
Put those all. There you go.
Very cool.
Oh, you think you fancy?
Look at that!
I know. Like,
I'm sitting here going, look at the spacing on that.
Yeah,
that would take me like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've actually been in that room. And it is pretty impressive. Like, I feel like less of an artist when I leave his house. To be honest with you.
So I stroked Brian's beard in this office. Actually, at one point.
It happened.
Ooh.
All the testosterone.
It's gonna happen again.
Oh my god! Now that's a comic I want to read.
I want to real quick before we jump into your project, Chad. I want to. We had Heather in the chat and say hello to Heather. Heather, hello. Heather, a long-time listener. Heather Tucker. Glenn says, so definitely have to go. Have fun. Goodbye, Glenn. Glenn has a show called I Am Toy Review on YouTube. Go check that out. He reviews toys. There's Heather says, hey, Glenn. Heather dyed her hair without telling me, without warning. She went red.
Man, these women in your life were all like out of control.
Cutting their hair, then I
got scolded last night for going and getting my hair cut without Varian's permission.
Yeah, see, here's the problem. I'm not like okay. So,
Choose your next words wisely, my friend.
I know.
so okay, so you ladies that do this show, my dream is to be able to be off this show, and I'm like, I know, what people are like. Hey, I want to see those chicks, because a girl, they want to see the hot girls out there that are talking about the comics, and then Kat goes and cuts her hair, Stephanie cuts it, and Lola's talking about. I think it's time for me to dye my hair. And I'm like, what? But then the cool thing is, a local salon. I reached out to Stephanie. They said, "Hey, we saw your show. Have your girls come in, and we'll do their hair once a month. We'll do wash, dye, styling, whatever they want once a month." And I'm like, "Okay," but they're by me. So I'm like,
we're all road tripping once a month.
well, for Stephanie,
Right?
like about a 40-minute, maybe an hour drive. Stephanie, how far?
That sounds worth it to me. Shit.
I'm like just south of Detroit.
Yeah,
I'm
So
like
from
20
Sterling
minutes
Heights,
south.
yeah. So from Sterling Heights, you're probably like about
45 minutes.
yeah, 45 minutes
To
from
Sterling Heights. Yeah.
Yeah. Cat is like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, for
Yeah,
Cat,
but you know what? It would cost me less. I mean, if they're willing to dye my hair and stuff for free,
yeah.
that's worth the cost of gas.
Right.
I see for men, we're like,
If you're not aware, it's kind of expensive to get your hair dyed and maintained. Well, at least for me, because I'm broke all the time.
Just for men, and just brush my shit in. I'm going gray. I don't like it. But yeah, so that was weird because they're like you gotta. The other thing is that I gotta get you guys all there together. You guys all, because they're not gonna do it like Stephanie comes in Wednesday, Lola goes in Friday, Cat comes in Monday. They all gotta figure out days and. Well, I'll talk to you guys about it anyway.
I'm a writer.
Yeah,
that's what I do for a living.
I was like, I'm freelance. So I set my own schedule, so
Right.
probably okay that I can get away at some point.
I think you guys should be more concerned about the salon. They're choosing a whole day to be broke. Like we don't want anybody else's day. We want just anyone who knows Marianne, who's a female, to come in here so we can do stuff for free, because that's the way capitalism works.
It has to be the ones on the show. It has to be the ones on the show, and then I got to put a big ass logo on there.
Wait, does that mean I can do it too?
Brian has a majestic beard, and they would love to touch that.
Yeah.
Right.
They did not offer it to guys. They didn't offer to do anything.
That's bullshit, because my hair is long and beautiful.
Yes, it is, Johnny.
I would dye portions of my beard. I'd let them go crazy with it. Yeah. It'd be wonderful.
Scotty Brant. Hello, Scotty Brant.
My goodness. Scotty is a fan.
Yeah, he's being very complimentary to the ladies on this show. Thank you very much.
Chad, so let's talk about your project. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked by hair.
No, it's good. I put the link to the Instagram. That might be the best as far as visual. I don't know if you can share the screen on that, but
let me pull it up here.
That'll just give you an idea of what it looks like. But I called it. It's called The Silence. It's I kind of call it a space symphony, and so it's a kind of a long-term story that broken into 4 parts, just like a symphony. It's got 4 movements. It follows these 2 main characters as they travel through this galaxy world. So this is the Instagram here. So a lot of this is just random posts, but you kind of see my process and some of the characters that some of the pages there too.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, that's a cover for number 2, like a variant cover for number 2.
I like it.
So
I'm jealous.
That's a page in number 2 that I'm working on right now.
Varian, just imagine being in the office with all the artwork up on the walls, showing Chad your current comic, and you're like, man, look at this. This is fun. It looks all cartoony and great. And then you turn around, and then you immediately don't feel like you can draw at all anymore.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I sold this like that. Yeah. Yeah, Lola tell you, I pushed back a book of mine a year because Randy told me that my feathers, he thought they were leaves. And I was like, what? I went home I
So
should.
interesting.
I pulled this back up, but I went home and I learned how to draw feathers all over again. And yeah, I'm almost done with the book now. I'm not gonna let Randy. The agreement I weigh is I'm not gonna let Randy see it until it's printed now.
There
So
you go.
he sees it. He says, "Rand, I don't like those hands."
Too late.
Yeah, Lola says she won't. Yeah, Brian's got some emoji scores. Yeah. But Chad, that art looks fantastic, and let me try to bring it up so it's full screen.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you all. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So
these characters from the book here?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, they're called the Naturals. So just a real quick, brief background on them. In the society that these characters are in the first and second issue, there are people that get enhancements and then people that refuse, and these are the people that refuse. And so that's just an example of 3 of the characters there. So
that is awesome. That is awesome.
The Lord's got a review.
Nope. Thank you.
Oh, look at you. It must be, it's got to be the hat.
You know, he should actually get an 11. Let's just be fair.
I mean,
Just for the pins.
Yeah, I mean, look at his dedication to that hat.
Yeah.
I see how Scotty makes so many babies in his picture just with all these compliments.
I know.
Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
One day I'm gonna get drunk enough on the show. I'm gonna twerk, and you guys are gonna find out that I can make it clap.
Oh.
Rola's always freaked out about that. She's like, "Is that your ass clapping?" I'm like, "It is." And I get real serious. I look at her and point like,
he does.
That is literally the best.
It's awesome.
That is the best.
I did it today. I made it clap, and she didn't like it. And, you know, you think it's like me, like a peacock strutting, and she's like, "No, you're never. No."
She doesn't like your feathers.
No, she doesn't.
No.
Yeah. She preens me. These are really cool character sketches. Now your book, The Silence, is it on? Are you going to crowdfund this, or is this crowdfunded already?
yeah, the first one I did a crowdfunder actually a couple years ago, and I'll do the second one in the spring.
Okay. So where can people get this one? Like, I want to pick up a copy of this. Where can we get it?
Probably contact me through Facebook would be the easiest way. I'm about to launch a website with connections and all that for you to be able to. Oh, there's a room. See, there you go.
Look at those chairs.
Oh.
Okay, the art is cool, but those chairs though.
I just have room envy. Like, why is that not in my house?
Chad, did you make those chairs too? I bet you did.
I did not know. Actually, full disclosure, I got those from Costco of all places.
And he wove the fabric and
He did, yeah.
all of that. Yeah.
I drew the pattern on there.
Got a little shop out back.
He bought it at Costco, then reskinned it.
Yeah.
There you go.
The parts.
Yeah, before they were like red pleather, you know.
Yeah.
When I was house shopping, Cat got an 11.
I got an 11. Thanks, Scotty.
I want to vote to recount it. When I was house shopping, me and the wife came across a house with a corner office, like it set off in the corner, had the double doors, and I'm like, "Hey, this is gonna be where I'm gonna draw it." And I walked in. I'm like, "Yeah, this is nice." I start plotting out where I can do things. Well, I have a phobia. One, I can't sit with my back to the door. Now, I'm not a gangster. I've never been in any type of trouble, but my father was in Nam, and we walked into a ram's horn once, and my father said, "Dot, no, I can't sit my back to the door." And when I heard him say that, it triggered something in me. At 8 years old, I'm like, "Shit, that's dangerous." so for the rest of my life, I'm like, and Lola will tell you, we'll go to restaurants, and I'm like, nope. I gotta watch the door. I have to see. Yeah, I can't sit in the aisle. I don't want my back to the door. So that was also one of the reasons we didn't get that house, because I'm like, I would have to put my art desk toward that window. My back would be to the door. Who knows what'll come up behind me? Plus, let's face it, I'm on my computer. I look up a lot of porn. And the last thing I need is somebody at the window like, look at what he's looking at.
Don't be ashamed of that, sir.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's a fairly standard human thing, right? Like,
I put blinds.
can we just say that? It's
I-
standard.
I'd put blinds up and I'd keep those blinds closed and locked, and they'd have to knock on the door for secret password. Was the shave and a haircut, and then like start like the beat to like Dre Day or something, or Steel Dre or something. So it has to, it has to be something for me. So I know you're not my kid trying to get in the room. That room is amazing, sir.
And is this why we need to buy Johnny's book so you can just get it in book form and you don't have to feel so ashamed anymore?
That's right. That's right.
There we go.
Well, I do have 4 volumes of my erotic work all collected, so I can just send you those.
So, Chad, they're gonna have to contact you, Chad and us, NUSS, on Facebook to get the first issue.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best way. And I think in the fall, I'm going to re-release the first issue as a hardcover, and it's going to be half the issue, and then half will be sketches and drawings and things that you just saw will be in there too. So I'll probably announce that and really show like a link on how to get that here probably in about a month or 2. But for now, the best thing would be to follow me on Instagram and contact me on Facebook.
Okay, and that Instagram is The Silence Comics.
Yeah.
COMICS, The Silence Comics. You can also contact him on there. I'm pretty sure you can message him and say, hey, I want that book, and he will make it happen. Wouldn't they ship that worldwide, Chad?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, great.
And I got to say real quick, I have the first issue. I've read it multiple times, and it's fantastic, guys. Like Chad's humble, so he won't really talk himself up too much. Chad is super smart. Like, this man went to big boy college for many, many years, and you can tell when you're reading this comic. This is a story that makes you think, and you'll come out on the other side like an intellectual. And
so you don't have to go to big boy college if you read.
You can just
comic.
Exactly. This
you
is
can
short
just
comic.
buy the so instead of like.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, instead of putting yourself like $100,000 in debt, you can just go buy this comic.
See, there you go.
Solves all your problems right there.
Dude, that's your next sales pitch.
It's
Don't go to college, just buy my comic.
Win-win.
I'll show you one thing.
Win-win.
Here's a picture. So this is
Varian, can you put him full screen?
Sure.
There you go. Can you see it?
Cat telling Varian what to do. I like this.
Yeah, this is very weird. Hold on.
I love it.
All right. So this is a map of the kind of the galaxy or universe that the characters run through, and each of the planets represents a different worldview or philosophy. So that kind of sets the background for the stories and how the characters will interact. So, like, for example, on the first planet they're on, it's represented by like a utopian, dystopian type worldview. They go to, there's pantheism, monotheism, existentialism, on and on and on. So it really explores like the way people think and different ways people view the world. And I wanted to do a comic that's multi-layered and that you walk away with just saying, like, that is a beautiful comic. Like, that's a beautiful work of art. That's really what I'm trying to aim at. So I really appreciate what Brian said. That's why I stroked his beard while he was in my room. But yeah, I really appreciate. He's been a huge support and a fan for me and a great friend, and I really do appreciate that. But
I fangirl whenever I see him at a Comic-Con. I'll just walk him.
Mike says,
I said it's a very good question. Marion, where do you sit when there's a door on either end of the room?
I don't go in that room. I don't go in that room. I'm like, I walk in, I say, that shit is dangerous. I'm not. Lolo will tell you, man, it's weird living with me. I'm like, there's a door there, and there's a door there. I can't buy this house.
You would absolutely hate my living room.
Yeah, like windows. Lots of windows.
There are 6 doors and a window in my living room.
Oh
wow,
he doesn't like it.
Nope, I'm out.
Baron's like, I'm never coming to your house.
But I do have another question for you guys. Alan W. wrote in. He said, "How long would you guys last in your most recent comic if you were transported to that world?"
Oh.
4 days.
About 2 seconds.
Yeah, probably a day or two. And then I don't have good stamina. I'd die real quick.
Well, considering I made the world and I know where the story's going, I'd last to the end.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Yeah.
I already know what I'm getting into. So
Yeah,
I think
what's up? So
I don't actually have a comic of my own yet, but if you go with the book that I just released, forever.
forever and ever.
I mean, it's toys in a toy store. It's not exactly dangerous.
Travis, is it? Are you not one of the dead bodies?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. So for Voodoo Nations, I'd probably survive pretty good. I'm pretty quick on my feet. Broke down, like they shoot each other way too fast in that. So my mouth would get me in trouble because it works really well for them. It wouldn't work so well for me.
At least you're honest. Talking about Voodoo Nations.
Pops.
Hey, Pops.
What
Pops
up,
Van
Pops?
Hold on. If you're talking about Nobia Comics, I have lots of questions, but we'll address those later, Pops.
Because Larry's on. I should stream snipe him, but I won't. Larry's actually on the show too, so I'm going to stream snipe him later on.
Me and Larry have had some fun together on stream.
Yeah. We're going to have to talk to Larry. So Brian, I want to talk about your book now.
Cool.
Let's tell us about it. You got any did you put a link in there?
Yeah, it's the bit.ly link that I put in there.
All right, there we go. I see. I'm going to pull it up. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Steph disappeared. She snuck off. That's okay.
She said, "Oh, we're talking to Brian. I'm leaving."
Oh.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Share screen. Here we go. Memoirs of an Angel by Brian Dennis Rodman. I'm just kidding.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to say the other night when I was talking to JD, I think it was last week, and you guys asked if he's related to Dennis. For the record, I always say he's my sister. It's just a fun answer, because why not? We have, hey, he was an excellent basketball player, so there you go. But Memoirs of an Angel, it's the way I describe it. It's a horror fantasy comic book series. The easiest way to kind of get the feel of it is if you entered the world of The Exorcist and you pulled back the curtain and revealed a high fantasy world behind all that. So it's like Lord of the Rings meets The Exorcist is really what it is. And it's about a witch hunter who is on a quest for revenge in a dystopian post-apocalyptic type world, and gets wrapped up in this cosmic war that's been going on for centuries between angels and demons and gods you actually, as the story progresses, we're in issue 6 now. That's what's live on Kickstarter, and in issue 6, we're already starting to kind of see into the past as to just how crucial of a role Jonathan, who is the witch hunter, just how crucial of a role he is playing and who he is and who he will become as well.
Dogs around. I do like it. I see you got a Caitlin Smith cover here. My eyes went to the art. I'm like, wait a minute, I recognize that art. Then I seen the name.
Yeah. Caitlin's awesome. She and I have become friends the last couple years, and her art and stories are amazing. And we're very, very lucky and thankful she agreed to do the variant cover for this issue. So she rocked it too. It looks pretty awesome.
That I like it. Now you got $7 extra individual issue. So if you want to catch up, $7 for each issue.
Yeah, we also do have a catch-up tier as well. So if you're new to the series, you can jump in. We have digital and physical catch-up tiers for every issue.
You said catch-up. It's catch-up.
Yeah, see what we did there? Yeah. I put that in because I was just one night. My wife handles a lot of the business side of all this, and I was just typing in the descriptions, and like 2 days later she read it just to proofread everything, and she stopped and she was like, really Come on, man.
Now I'm sad it doesn't come with like one of those like McDonald's packets.
I might. You know, I might do that now. That sounds great.
I've been told before that I should not like really. You know what I mean? Are we really doing this? Is this? Yes, we are. Check it out. Normally I get yelled at later, but she does. Should I get questioned? Like, is this really the legacy you want to leave behind? And I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's as cheesy as possible. There you go.
I mean, like, because I've been extremely petty today. And I mean, it's getting worse. I need to go to sleep because I am cranky. I can't believe. Let me tell you guys something. What happened to me? Never mind. Anyway, I tell you guys on you off the air, and you won't believe the shit that happened to me today. I feel like Craig and Smokey. I was sitting on my sofa getting in trouble. We're supposed to be in quarantine. How you online starting drama? I don't understand it. I can't understand it. But anyway,
I get it. Somebody said to me the other day, so you cut your hair, now all of a sudden you have all these opinions. I'm like,
man.
They
were hiding underneath all your hair.
Like the weight of the hair was keeping them in my brain or something. I don't know.
Hell?
Well, I was gonna say earlier, but I decided to shut my mouth. I said I didn't scold any of you for your recent hair choices.
Yes, you did yesterday.
Well, yeah, that was light though. I didn't call you to HR like Katrina to Indie Vote HR, Katrina to Indie Vote HR. You know, because here's the problem. I noticed something. Okay, and this is gonna sound indelicate, but I'm black, so I can get away with this.
No.
Is that the way that works?
It is.
I don't think it is, but
there's a Batman comic out that I can't talk about. Okay, I've been warned. I can't talk about it, but I can say this.
I'll talk about it.
When women of a certain type start cutting their hair, it is best to not say anything, because sometimes it is because they are on the brink of having a mental collapse that if you say something, you will be caught in like that bomb in Lebanon. So I just shut the fuck up and let you guys cut your hair, and I don't say shit.
I'm hung up on this of a certain type bit.
Yeah, like what is that certain type?
Tread carefully.
I would like.
White women stuff. White women. When white women start cutting their hair and crying and all kind of shit, I'm terrified. I'm like, it's the same thing. Like when a black woman says, "No, I'm good. It's cool. Don't worry about it. It's cool." It's not cool. It's not good. When
it's fine, Darren.
You see, look at that. And you know, her hair. I'm not saying nothing. It looks great. I'm very happy with the decision. Matter of fact, it's not for me. It's for you. It looks great. It looks terrific. Jesus, I wouldn't change it again. Now, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Now we're going to go on to Travis Gibb. Let me take all the heat for that. Travis Gibb, who's writing, is one of the creators of Voodoo Nations with Luke Stone. Tell us about Voodoo Nation, sir, and where is my? Hold on, I'll just pull it up because you didn't.
What you need? I can give you stuff. What you want?
I can pull it up, and I'm also, by the way, for Memoirs of an Angel, I'm gonna put up the link in the video description as well, so people can go over there. That one was $2,986. He's already passed his goal. He's got 14 days left on Kickstarter. Guys, get over and then pick that one up too, because he's at issue 6. I always love seeing indie comics go past, like have multiple issues. So many times that we normally have issues 1, 2, 1 again.
Yeah,
the reboot to 1, the soft reboot. It's horrible.
Well, it's called the director's cut variant. Show some respect.
It's like I'm gonna ask.
I think the Creator Zone would have their own director's cut from the beginning, but no, we don't.
It's like, no. You know what happened is It's the I fall not with my editor edition, and I'm gonna put all the shit in now that he said I shouldn't put in there. There we go. Staple. I seen a guy do that once. He actually stapled pages in. Yeah. You know what? Travis will get a kick out of this story. I know a gentleman who he had a book done back in the early 90s, and at that point there was no print on demand. He had to print over in Canada.
Sure.
So he had to print a couple thousand copies of his book. Well, he took some ads out. So he would go to like somebody like Johnny and says, "Hey man, do you want to put your ad in my comic? You got to pay me." And Johnny's like, "Sure." So Johnny's like, "Well, here,
Johnny's not really sure. He's like,
here's $100, you know, great." And then Johnny sent him an ad for his comic called Cunt Biscuit. Well, it wasn't coming.
Volume 4, please.
I'm not gonna lie. I would buy that book.
This book was called Battle Bitch, BITCH at dots because the bitch stood for something. But
does Mad Cave have that now? I think that's one of those, right?
I'm not sure. But what happened was this guy he sat on the money. He took the money and he put the ad in the book. It was a black and white book, but he couldn't afford it. So he went to his church. He was also a like, I don't know if he was like a preacher at that time or not, but he went to this church and they were like, "We'll pay for the book." So the church gave him the money, or the building fund gave him the money. You know how that is. And he went and printed the book. Well, the church took some issues with him having the word bitch in the book. So he went in the book with a Sharpie and scratched out on the ad wherever it said bitch. So when his buddy, who he gave him $100, saw that his ad had been defaced, he's like, "Hey, I'm my money back." And he said, "No." Now, Detroit in the 90s, you don't tell somebody to keep $100 and tell them no, because they'll wait around trees for you with a bat. And he's walking down the street, and the guy hit him in the mouth with a bat, and that's how he ended up with one tooth. That's how. That was his tooth was lodged in the bat. So yeah, that's my story about how a local Detroit comic creator lost his tooth in the 90s when I was a kid.
Best story I've heard all day.
Right?
I mean, sometimes you just gotta beat a motherfucker with a baseball bat. Shit, I don't judge.
So you told a big long story and people got hurt and it was very interesting. But can Johnny put his smut in there or not?
Yeah. Is Johnny's ad getting in the book?
I mean, I did have a character in my first book, 210 Bean Cans Fucking, called Cunt Destroyer.
Right. Classy American literature right there. It's not as educated as Chad's stuff, but it's the other. If you didn't have any schooling, go to Johnny's book. It's just what to do.
You know, I'm going to stick with Chad on this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with Chad on this one.
Depends on your education level. You go one way or the other.
I might put that character in my book now.
So Voodoo Nations is the book you're promoting right now, and we have it up here. Let me see here.
Yeah, a couple of things. I shared the PDF if you want to see some art. I mean, the book's done mostly. There's some stuff. So I've got that shared screen. We can go to the actual Kickstarter page, whatever you want to do. So let me tell you what Voodoo Nations is about. Voodoo Nations is about missionaries, some nice people, Reverend Grant.
I heard missionary and got excited. Like, really? All right, let's go.
Missionaries, plural.
Who they go? Yeah, they're married. They go to Brazil after a horrible real life flood that happens there. And when they go there, they go into a voodoo priest territory, and he decides to not only mess them up physically by murdering one of them, but he also decides to mess them up emotionally. You can watch that, but that's really just a YouTube video of me and Luke talking.
I was going to say, is that a 10.5-minute long intro?
Yeah, me and Luke just chatted and saw what happened. It's probably not the best video. Look at us. We're majestic.
Well, okay. I wouldn't use the word majestic so much, but I would use the word hats. Like you have
hats.
You have hats.
We like hats. Right.
Yeah.
We're both balding. We're both, hit the 40 mark, and we're just trying to hide it.
You know what Luke reminds me? Luke's starting to remind me of one of those paintings from like the Vatican. Look at him. Look at his cherub-like face. Look at him. So sweet.
I was thinking cherub. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him
like a
about
hairy cherub,
Yeah,
but
he-
you know.
he's gotta get a scar or something. Go ahead.
You're good, man. So this is a four issue miniseries. This is the first book of it. It's a crazy book. I basically say, if you know a lot about religion, you're going to get a lot out of it. If you don't, you're going to feel like it's like Exorcist, right? You don't need to know a damn thing about religion to enjoy Exorcist, and it's still a damn good time. So we hit it on multiple levels. You're doing some really cool stuff. This is a joint cover with a book called Mojo Rising. So we're doing that, which is really cool. So you buy one cover on our side, you buy one on their side. It's really cool. It combines it. It's been a really good promotion for both of us. A little bit below, we unlocked some what are they called?
Stretch goals.
Coasters. Yeah, some stretch goal coasters. I got like 7 books that I'm giving away. There's all sorts of cool stuff. We just crossed that. So you get coasters. Everybody who gets physical gets a coaster and a charm. You get a charm bracelet because we're going to give you a voodoo charm. So Voodoo Nations is it's kind of a group. It's not just like one entity. It's like connecting everything together. So there's a lot of voodoo priests that are connected to this. So we're going to start out in Brazil, and then we're going to go to New Orleans. We're going to go to Mexico. We're going to go all over the place. That's us defacing Christ the Redeemer out in Brazil. Just normal day and night stuff. Here, show my screen for a minute. We can go over the pledge levels, but let me show you my screen. I want to show you people the book. I haven't got a chance to show it.
Ellen says that Voodoo Nations looks great, and I have to agree.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Yeah, here is the kind of showing completion, because I think that's important in Kickstarter. A lot of people aren't complete. We are mostly complete. There's a page that we're doing because of I'm trying to go semi-slow. There's a page that we're doing because of we have people drawn in. So obviously that one's not there, but there's some cool shots in here. Look at that. Him just sitting in the fire is super dope. We've got some cool font bubbles. We're playing with our fonts here, which is nice. A lot of stuff I can't do with Broke Down.
Yeah.
This is the page that obviously needs some coloring because of all the shenanigans.
That part with him in the fire looks like my Uncle Jerome at the last family reunion.
Right there.
Because he was like, imagine that, and you can zoom in on it and listen. Here's his voice. Y'all motherfuckers know y'all owe me some money. That was his voice. That's him. And all that ain't your baby.
Yeah. The whole comic is based off Jerome, so that's fantastic. I was hoping you wouldn't bring that up. So
No,
we do some creepy stuff in here. Lots of fires, lots of burning. I wish I could show you the double page of that. So there's some cool action stuff. If you guys have seen Luke Stone's art before, like, this is a cut above. And I'm not trying to say that to bash any of his hybrid stuff. Like, he really pulled all the stops and did some really neat stuff in here. But the book is mostly done. In fact, we just got these pages done today. So they just didn't make it to the PDF yet. But there's some cool demons, all sorts of cool stuff. And then, because we're so cool, we went and threw Carmeline, the guy who created Frey from Buffy. We threw him on the back because he's just a secondary book because of our genius and massive. Not really, but yeah, he did a backup story with us and did some art back here. So if you guys are Buffy fans, Carmeline did the colors for that and some of the art adjustments.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we're really proud of the book. We get tons of pledge levels that are available for you guys. I'm gonna go back to your cut. We'll leave it on your cousin.
Yeah, my uncle,
your uncle, who could be your cousin depending on your family.
Yeah. You never know, man. They're from deep south, so
deep south. Yeah. That's why you head up in Detroit, right?
That's why I'm up here. I'm far away.
Large it as big as we can get, right there. But yeah, we're really proud of this book. If you like voodoo, if you like horror suspense, this is kind of what you're getting. It's very different from my normal Broke Down stuff. For people who've read that, I got a lot of F words, a lot of swear words, lots of Pulp Fiction style. This is a little bit more of a personal story and a little bit more dark, a little bit more sinister. And Bishop Lucas, who's right here, he's a cross between Negan and Loki. So he's a bad dude, and he's a lot of fun to write. And I made Luke Stone, the pastor, write "Goddamn," so that was fun for me.
It's been one of my missions to get Luke to swear, and it took a long while, but he got to that point where I knew after Patootie it was coming.
Right.
Oh, he said them and said Patootie, and finally, when you can get a passer to call someone a fuck stain, it's like yes, I got him to cuss. Even if it was directed at me. You have no idea of the levels of depravity I have to sink to get Luke to cuss.
Right.
Your book, though, this book, Voodoo Nations, you are already funded.
Yep.
And 9 days left to go. Shipping this book out in August. So is that still happening, or are we?
Yeah. I mean, as you see, the book is mostly done. There's a couple pages of color. We've already contacted the people who we need to draw faces for and started that process.
Mm-hmm.
The book, it is already, that page is colored like the backgrounds. We just leave those squares are empty right now.
Okay.
Literally, the minute we are at the funding goal, we're going to finish this and send it off to the printer. I have Net 30, which I found out that a lot of comic people don't know what Net 30 is because they don't get it.
Yeah.
What that means, children. Chaz can tell us because he's smarter than me. No, what that means is I have 30 days to pay. So I'm going to get these to the printer before I even get my money from the printer before I even get my money.
Right,
so this book is going to be right out there, like really towards the end of the month, September. The digital will obviously be out, but I'll have it before the end of September and shipping them out, which is really, really cool. I've already ordered all the stuff that we've got unlocked so far. So it's going to be a cool book, and I always fulfill as fast as possible because I really want a great reputation when it comes to that. And nobody's ever complained about my shipping, except for a book called Dog Days, which is not my fault. That's somebody else.
I will tell you this: I've seen Net 30. I've seen Net 30 in a Marvel contract. It was Net 30 for the creator or the artist of a book. They hit not a creator working for Marvel. It was Net 30 after publication. So if you're working 6 months in advance, you're not seeing that paycheck for a good long while. But yeah, I seen this. I thought that was really funny, and I got a couple accounts that are on Net 30. This looks good. I would tell everybody to go over there and pick up Voodoo Nations. It is on Kickstarter. They are shipping anywhere in the world, and if you're in the United States, it was free, correct?
Yeah, it's absolutely free. We ship it, and if you are international, whatever you pledge for, we give you one level higher to make up for the cost of shipping. So whatever you pledge for, we have that. We just do one level higher than what you pledge for. So
that's cool.
If you pledge for one cover, we're going to give you 2 covers. So that's what we do to make up for that. There is a couple exceptions we have in there. Obviously we can't go from drawing to something else, but on the lower level tiers from $1 to $100, we're gonna go. Actually, it's up to $200. We're gonna up it. It's our way to give back. I love international backers, and it sucks that it costs us $30 to ship to you. It really does. I mean, I think I charge $25. I take a hit, but I want to make it right and give you extra comics, give you extra material. And if you don't want Voodoo Nation stuff, I'll gladly give you anything in my library. I really love international backers.
And so you got September on here. September for some things, August for others. But the digital stuff is mainly August. There'll be some, obviously physical copies are going to be filled in September. That looks pretty good, Travis. It hurts me to say that. It looks good.
Why does it hurt you, Varian? Tell me what's wrong.
I just oops. I don't.
Did he hurt you, Varian?
He did. I wanted it to be a colossal I wanted it to be a failure, and it's not. It's not happening. So
I can't get mad at Varian. My mom and my dad both felt the same way about me, and I feel like there's just Varian loves me in a different way that you guys just don't understand.
Yeah, it's like when he fails, it builds character, and I'm like, aha, eat it, Travis. Get some of that humble pie. And when he wins, he's not eating humble pie. So by
already having backed it, I'm not really teaching him a lesson.
No, you're not.
Oh, man.
And then Luke.
Yet another parental fail on my part.
Freaking Reverend Luke. Anyway, guys, everybody's books look great. Everybody's. I can't wait to see some of these things. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna back a lot of this stuff because everyone's work here looks pretty great. Except for mine, but mine isn't up here. I'm going to let you guys go through. We're going to start with let's start with Travis. Tell everybody where they can find you and where they can find your campaign and connect with you on social media. Right now we have 63,000 people listening right now on radio. And I want to thank Mexico. I want to thank Australia and Ireland.
All right, Ireland.
So, yeah, I don't see Ireland much, so I want to
I
thank
am drinking Irish whiskey, so I support you.
Right?
So I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we're gonna let these fine folks tell us where they can be found, where you can harass and stalk them on social media.
All right. Normally, you can find me on any of Stephanie's threads. I am saying Clock Monster. That's the first place you can find me. I'm right down there.
That's where he gets like all of his fans from.
I say Clock Monster, and they're like, "That is a damn good observation, good sir. You are a writer of."
I need to follow you now.
I need to follow you.
Rumor has it that Travis actually was saying cock monster, but
well,
I also, if you follow me on Facebook or anything, you will learn I am a horrible speller. Like, regardless of how much of a writer I am.
Right.
I'm on Facebook, Travis Gibb. You can find me on Instagram or Twitter at Jesterlou, JesterLou. One day you'll find out why. And then we've got broke down on 4deadbodies.com or voodoonations.com is the other place to find me. But where I'm at most often these days is Voodoo Nation's Kickstarter. We have 9 days left. Come on out and see me. I only $20 from my my $4,000 goal. So I need you guys' help.
Excellent. Go over there and help Travis if you must. But go over there.
I won't learn anything though.
Yeah. He won't learn anything.
Yeah, he promises not to learn a thing.
Somehow when you win, you really lose, according to Rosie Perez and White Man Can't Jump Anyway. So, yeah, I remember that lesson. Brian, where can they find you at, sir?
Yeah, you can go to brianrodman.com and we can subscribe. We do an email list, send out a newsletter every month, every 2 months. Also, you can find me on Facebook, just Brian Rodman. You'll see my my bearded mug, my goofy self with a big Batman hat on. And also, I'm on Instagram. It's @brodman_comics with an X because I'm fancy. And also, right now we're on Kickstarter. Memoirs of an Angel #6. We are almost at $3,000. We were at $3,000 yesterday, and then we had a little mishap, and so we're very, very close again to unlocking a stretch goal that Chad actually drew. So yes, absolutely,
nice.
Indeed.
Alrighty.
So we are at Kickstarter. You can find us there. Please go back and enjoy. And that's it for me.
How about you, Chad? Where can they find you at?
Main place is Facebook, so Chad Nuss, and then Instagram at The Silence Comics.
And that's how you want to pick up Chad's book as well. You want to check that out at Instagram or Facebook. Probably Instagram. Facebook's a little weird. Just friend somebody. I don't know.
All right, I'll friend you. I don't care.
It's a little weird. I don't know. Lola gets friend requests and then they start calling. And they're like,
friend request today.
and then like, hey, baby, how are you? Get the picture of my penis. Check it out. And she's like, why do I have a picture of this person's penis? And I'm like, let me see. And I'm wearing. Let me see. Look at this one.
Thankfully, that has not happened to me yet, so we're good.
Oh, it will.
All right, guys, you heard.
It's going to be
Darian. There we go.
I'm just gonna send.
We all know what to do tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
That's really messed up. Johnny, go ahead.
You can find me online at JohnnySegura.com. That's Johnny Segura 3RD. I have links to all my socials that are on my homepage on the right-hand side. Check out The Fencer on Kickstarter. We're almost to our stretch goal. That'll make the book, instead of 48 pages, 60 pages. So, it's going to be a good little bit of extra content. And, I'm awesome.
Well, then, that's a really good way to end it. Like,
if you weren't sure, now you know.
Oh, I was drawing a goddamn blank. That was the first thing I pulled out of my ass.
And Stephanie, where can they find you at, ma'am?
Well, the first place you can find me is trying to get between Brian and Chad, because I feel like they're getting a little too close here, and I'm a little jealous. So that's the most important place to find me. But you can also
lucky.
you
It's
can
the
also
beard.
find me at my website, www.stephaniemennard.com. All my links are there, and yeah, easy peasy.
Awesome. And you can also find Stephanie's book, her Aeonian book. Is that on demand right now, Stephanie, or would that be on Rocket website?
You can get it through my website. I haven't updated it yet because I
Okay.
just fulfilled my Kickstarter on Friday. Like that was like when I sent out the last of my packages. So I have to update the website with the extras and stuff. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Katrina, where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Katrina Roets, Roets. CatScratchPress.com, where you can find links to my editing services and my writing, or Instagram at Life with Katie.
And Lola.
I'm everywhere. You guys can find me. Let's see. The Facebook is The Real Indie Princess. Instagram, The Real Indie Princess, and Twitter is One Indie Princess. That's where I'm at. Or I'm with Varian. Wherever he's at, I'm at. So
I am making sure that I get. Excuse me, 1 second. I just want to make sure that I get a nice picture of this bad boy for Chad today. There we go. All right. Sorry.
I'm just excited because
I get it. You'll be getting that later, Chad.
All right.
Sexy time.
Mark that off the bucket list, buddy. All right.
Yep. My life is complete.
You have police watching this video to go, did he ask for it or not? Like, we have to roll the tape. We're not quite sure. He seems excited about it. He could be faking. We don't know.
Guys, you can watch us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on IndieVote YouTube. Please go over to the IndieVote YouTube. Push the subscribe button there. Randy really wants us to get monetized on YouTube, so we have to watch what we say. But until then, you can always watch the uncensored videos as well, because it gets worse than this on IndieVote TV. Yeah, IndieVote TV, which is on Roku. Can't believe I don't have that. Oh, I do have that up there. Yep, IndieVote TV on Roku. It is completely free. Roku TV and Roku enabled devices. We got a lot of independent movies up there. It's completely free though. It's like Netflix, but it's, less garbage. And no Gasper, No Love is up there. So which is awesome. There's no Gasper movie up there, but there should be. I'll put some content up there. I'll put some of that up there. But
not that kind of content, please.
Yeah. It's it'll if you download it today, I believe there's some new content coming later this weekend too as well. So check that out. IndieVote Radio, where right now we've got 207 listening right now. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Download IndieVote Radio on Google, the Google Play Store, or download the Streamer app on iOS, and then you can type in IndieVote Radio. You'll find us that way. You can also ask Alexa to play IndieVote Radio for you. And then you can always go to indievote.com, scroll at the bottom of the page. There's an IndieVote radio player there. And it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, music and independent comic book entertainment. And it's all, indie music as well from very talented individuals. And I will be back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. with Mr. Rain Zimmerman. We'll be talking about comics and apologizing for everything I did Tuesday night and tonight. Everything that I said, apologizing for that. Trying to keep the censors off my head and trying to keep our sponsors. Because remember, GeekGasm doesn't have those sponsors that I have, because we say some effed up stuff here. I mean, yeah, she's working on sponsors, but
you just got to find the right ones.
Oh man,
Johnny agreed to be a sponsor, but you're going to mark it out with black marker, so you can't just be crapping on Johnny if you want him to sponsor you.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't. Thank you guys for coming on. I'm gonna put everybody's Kickstarter campaigns or stores in the chat and not the chat. I'm sorry, in the video description. They'll probably show up tomorrow because YouTube's kind of slow for me. But thank you guys for coming on. You all have open passes to any Indie Vote show you want to come back to. Indie Vote Live or Indie Vote Breakfast Buzz or the Art of War, which is gonna move dates here pretty soon because it's the only drawing show online where the winning artist gets a prize, a physical prize, gift card or type of art supplies or something like that. So check that out too. Thank you guys for coming on. This has been an Indie Vote production. We are not owned by Disney, not yet. We are so available. Come on, Walt. I'm trying to get rich.
Dude, Walt's been dead for a while. That might be the problem.
That's what they say. Let's see what they don't know. They can look at this point. Nickelodeon can buy us. Come on, shit. Cartoon Network. Hell, I'll take Deke. Is Deke still around? Shit. All right. You guys have a great day. We'll see you all soon. See you later.